All right, so today we're going to be checking out some microphones. This is actually a microphone kit, the V-Pack Drum Arena Microphone Kit from SE. Let's take a look. First off, look at this beefy case. This is perfect road case. I'm sure live sound guys love stuff like this. All the mics in one case. This is basically going to cover all of your bases for a simple drum mic setup in the studio or live that gives you close mics and overheads. So we have two pencil condensers here. These are SE8 is the models for overheads, and you even have little pop filters for them. So we've got two condensers here, and the rest are dynamic mics for the drum kit. The two condensers, obviously, for overheads, we've got what seems like snare mic here, kick mic, and then three tom mics all in one kit. This kit comes in at $11.49 on Sweetwater, so $1,150 for the case, all the mics, and the clips, which is a pretty great deal, honestly. SE8, V7X, V-Kick, and then the toms are called V-Beats. Now this is interesting. Okay, so these are like clamps. Let's open this up. Look, these clamps come with their own tom mic clamps, which is pretty interesting. You can adjust the height right here on the tom mic clamp, and then this just grips right onto the rim of the toms. And theoretically, snare, you could do the same thing on snare. So since we're here on studio time, we're gonna take these into the live room, and we'll try these things out on drums here in the studio. Height of this a little bit. Get a little extra room for play here. And then we got the angle on this so we can get a little bit of distance. Okay, so we're gonna put these overhead mics up, the SE8s. Now, if you look here, you probably, I don't know if you can see, but you have a 10 dB pad and a 20 dB pad on these pencil condensers. And you also have a high pass filter at 80 Hertz and 160 Hertz. So I'm going to attach my little clamp here, or my mic clip. To be clear, this is the clip that comes with the mic set, but I have these little quick clips that I use. And then we're just gonna do a very simple spaced pair for our position here. Nice and wide over the kit. I'll do the same thing on the other side. So this is our kick drum or bass drum mic, and it's called V-Kick. Now, looks like we got a couple dip switches here for like a mid-range cut, and a slow pass plus like high mid boost on here, and they're just calling it classic, classic, and modern. I'm guessing the classic is flat, and then the modern does these little EQ moves. So we'll start there. It's just inside the bass drum head on the kick drum. Now that we've got these mics up, we're gonna go turn on phantom power for the overheads, check our levels, listen to the sounds of these drums, and then record a little bit. Wow. Sounds amazing in my headphones. All right, before we record drums, I'm going to play a little guitar so I have something to play along to. So let's listen. We'll listen with guitars and without guitars. Okay, so right off the bat, it sounds really, really great. Let's solo some of these mics and listen in to each set. Let's start with the overheads. They sound really good. We did a take with the pads off and our mic pre's were too hot. Now that we added the 10 dB pads, the overheads sound really, really nice. Let's jump to where I'm like really laying into the drums here. Honestly, they sound really, really awesome. And let's listen to kick drum mic. This is called the V kick. It sounds great. One mic on the kick. Just inside the hole, you saw where we put it. That's no EQ, nothing, just... I usually keep some like EQs on the plugins and on certain chains. I have everything bypassed, so we're just listening to raw mics right now. Let's jump over to the snare. One mic on the snare. Snare top. Sounds excellent. Let's see. I want to hear the snare with the overheads. Kick, snare, overheads together. That sounds very, very good. So now we've got kick, snare, toms, and overheads all together. Again, we're doing 2 toms, 1 mic on snare, 1 mic on kick, and 2 overheads. All right, let's go to where we're like drilling in. Yeah, and if we mute the toms during that chorus, because I don't hit the toms at all, it sounds so much cleaner too. I can't believe how good the overheads sound. Well, like usually when you're bashing cymbals, it's tough with the overheads, but they sound really, really nice. They don't sound too harsh. And sometimes with inexpensive microphones, there will be sort of a 5K bell bump on the EQ that's not generally super pleasant to listen to. Sorry, there's a fly in here. Get out of here. You're messing up my video. All right, so next I actually have 2 other SE microphones that are not in this kit, but I'm sure you've seen them if you've been looking at any of the SE mics. They are the ribbon mics that they make. They make 2 different types of ribbons. These are the more affordable ones, the passive SE Voodoo ribbon mics, and I put them up on rooms on the drum kit with this recording. So now I'm going to add in the room mics to the mix, and I'm going to do it as it plays here. Now the room mics are great because they fill that space that the close mics aren't getting. Sometimes you'll use additional mics on the drums to capture some of the essence of it. but the room mics really do fill literally the space in the mix. So let's listen to it with the guitars now. Which ones are guitars? These. Here we go. From the top. All right, now if you were curious, these are the ribbon mics I was talking about. Actually, come in here and get a close up. These are the SE. Their model is VR1. These are the passive ribbons, and look how they're very little. So if I take this off of here, they come with these little shock mounts. This stereo bar is a different product, but they come with these little shock mounts. And yeah, this is the. It's okay, Hercules. Anyway, you can see it next to my hand. They're very, very little, but they sound fantastic. I've also used these on overheads as a little comparison at our drum recording workshop, and they were fantastic. So I'll put a link to these down in the description as well. And I'll put this back because I like where these are. All right, so this has been the SE drum mic pack and the Voodoo ribbon mics. Again, I have the links to these down in the description. Those are affiliate links that will take you to our friends at Sweetwater who are sponsoring this video. They sent these to me so we could check them out. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. If you like videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.